Alabama and Cincinnati in the Cotton Bowl to begin the college football playoff semifinals. Bryce Young and company getting it done early on, and here as of late as well. Cameron Latu makes it 24-6 on the touchdown grab there. Bama going to the championship, a 27-6 win over Cincinnati. And with that win, number 3 Georgia was looking to make it an all-SEC national championship as they battled number 2 Michigan in the Orange Bowl. And they turned to some trickery early on in the first. Kenny McIntosh making it look like a run, throws to A.D. Mitchell, 14-0 Bulldogs early, then Stetson Bennett. 3 touchdown passes, the final one here, a 39-yarder to James Cook. That made it 34-3. How about this former Clemson Tiger, Darian Kendrick, with 2 interceptions as well. Bulldogs win it 34-11. They'll take on Alabama in a rematch of the 2017 National Championship. And USC's bowl win was big for a number of reasons, but it was historic because of this guy, Parker White, as the senior kicker became the program's all-time leading scorer on a 30-yard field goal here in the first quarter. He surpassed Elliott Fry to collect point number 360 for the record, a momentous occasion for the clutch performer.
There's no better way, really, this could have ended. You can't make this up. Go from the year last year to everyone knows how that was to having a pretty successful year this year, going out as winners, 7-6, got a trophy, and then breaking the record like in the last game, cut it a little close. It's a storybook ending. It's pretty incredible.
White went on to add to his record, ending with 368 career points. He was 15 of 17 on field goal attempts this year and went a perfect 3-for-3 in the bowl game. For the Clemson Tigers, the Cheez-It Bowl was somewhat of a microcosm of their entire 2021 season. A slow start saw them at 2-2 through 4 games, but they battled back to go 7-1 down the stretch. The bowl game was similar. No touchdowns, just 6 points in the first half, but the Tigers rallied to score 14 in the third quarter en route to a 2013 win. It may not have been the college football playoff, but this team was determined to end the season with a victory.
Yeah, it's been the story of our season, but I think the message was just keep working, keep grinding. Things will happen, good things will come when we just keep working. And, we kept working. The defense helped us out a lot, and we were able to get the win.
We were just shooting ourselves in the foot. We had penalties in the red zone that cost us, big ones that we set the drive back, where we set us from 3rd and 6 to 3rd and 11, where it killed the drive right there. But we just had to go out there and finish. In the second half, we came out there and did that job.
They're hoping to carry over that momentum with a lot of key pieces returning next season. And join us Monday night at 7:30 on Channel 7 for Inside Clemson Football, as we'll have a full recap of the Tigers' bowl win over Iowa State. Clemson University Athletics announcing that legendary running back Fred Cohn died early Friday morning at the age of 95. Cohn, a member of the Clemson Ring of Honor, was part of the 2 undefeated teams back in 1948 and 1950, became the first 2,000-yard rusher in program history. And the SoCon announcing that Saturday's men's basketball game between UNCG and Wofford has been postponed due to a COVID issue within the UNCG program. With several players either ruled out or questionable for the Carolina Panthers this week, the team is planning to employ the next man up philosophy as they'll likely rely on backups and practice squad players to step into various roles against the Saints on Sunday. Not only have injuries played a factor, but much like the rest of the league, COVID has as well. Head coach Matt Rule emphasizing the need for others to seize the opportunity.
We've kind of told the team all hands are on deck. Whoever's available has to be ready to play. We've had some guys practice on offense and on defense. It's kind of like throwback football. So whatever it takes.
Cam Irving, Stephon Gilmore among those likely out. The Saints likely getting their starting quarterback back, Taysom Hill, as they continue to compete for a playoff berth.
7 Sports anchor Dan Vasko with us tonight for a look at what's happening in the world of sports. Dan, good evening.
Good evening, Gordon, and a Merry Christmas to you, and a Merry Christmas to Shane Beamer and the South Carolina Gamecocks as the head coach gets his first commitment after taking over the program, and it comes in the form of Isaiah Norris, an Anderson native and former TL Hanna Yellow Jacket. The defensive back previously committed to Middle Tennessee after attending the New Mexico Military Institute and Georgia Military, where he played alongside fellow Gamecock commit Marcellus Dial. The 6-foot, 180-pound Norris also fielded offers from Tennessee and Washington. He is now expected to sign in February. Well, no practice today for the Clemson players and staff as they spend the holiday with their families, and the Tigers are expressing their gratitude ahead of next week's Sugar Bowl, given all the uncertainty that this year has presented. The likelihood of a college football season, let alone playoff, was in question to begin the year, but here we are in December getting ready for the semifinal. Clemson making its 6th consecutive appearance in the playoff as they take on Ohio State. Those who have participated in this playoff before know how special it is to be able to continue fighting for a national championship, especially here in 2020.
I think that's one of the reasons why you come to Clemson, because you know you have a chance for the playoffs every year. So therefore, you get the chance to play Ohio States and LSU's and Alabama's, and that's something you dream of as a little kid.
Just thankful to be a part of that, be in a situation again, back to the playoff 6 straight times, which is huge. I think with the first program to do that, very exciting just to be able to play in the playoff again.
This will be a rematch of the 2019 semifinal in which the Tigers won 29-23. Clemson and Ohio State kick things off at the Superdome on New Year's Day at 8:45. And a reminder that Monday through Thursday of next week, we will have nightly shows on WSPA.com counting down to that showdown. So join 7 Sports Director Pete Yanity for that. And next Thursday as well, just under a week from today, it's our Inside Clemson Football Sugar Bowl preview show at 7:30 on Channel 7 as we look ahead to the rematch on the eve of the game. The Panthers also had the day off, but provided their usual Friday injury report. Since there was no practice, the team went off of projections alone. Christian McCaffrey, Russell Okung, and Greer native Troy Pride Jr. all listed as doubtful for Sunday's contest against Washington. Brian Burns remains questionable. Kickoff was flexed to 4 p.m. We'll have that over on Channel 7. Well, on this Christmas Day, NASCAR is taking a look back on some of the memorable moments from this unlikely season. It ended with Chase Elliott joining his father Bill as a NASCAR Cup Series champion, but it started with a lot of question marks, including a 10-week hiatus, only to return to action in May. Kevin Harvick grabbing 9 wins to reach 58 for his career. And in this season of giving, we're reminded how much we care about our loved ones, even if they get on our nerves sometimes, or in the case of Denny Hamlin, even if they ruin your chance at victory in the virtual Talladega Speedway.
Pause. Dad, can we go downstairs in the go-karts? Can we?
Hey, my screen just went black.
Uh-oh.
My daughter came in with a remote and essentially ended our day. That's something you just don't hear every day, folks.
Well, Hamlin is sure to remember that moment from earlier this year for quite some time, but despite that loss, there were still plenty of gifts to go around. A season that appeared to be doomed from the onset wound up providing quality entertainment well into November. Zion Williamson and the Pelicans in action today, taking on the Heat for some Christmas basketball. Second quarter, Zion with the inside spin gets it to go and the harm. He had 32 points, a career-high 14 rebounds, also played a career-high 38 minutes. We'll be right back after this.